Soft thunder hums beyond the horizon. The wind curls like a whisper across unseen heights. Above the mortal lands, Olympus glows in golden mist. Legends call it the dwelling place of gods, timeless and eternal. Yet within its shining halls rests a throne unlike any other. The Skyfire Throne, forged from stormlight and woven with dawn. It stands as a beacon, shimmering with power and quiet grace, not carved by mortal hand, but shaped by sky, fire, and faith. Upon this throne sits Zeus, guardian of order, voice of thunder. His presence rolls like clouds, steady, unyielding, yet never cruel. Each spark of lightning around him is more than fire. It is memory, promise, and the breath of the heavens. The throne hums with the balance between storm and calm. It speaks of justice, of courage, of choices that shape destiny. Tonight, we journey into the heart of this myth. We walk the clouds, follow the thunder, and seek the light. For the Skyfire Throne is not just a seat of power. It is a story, alive and waiting to be told. Listen closely. The storm has a voice, and it begins here. The mountain rises beyond clouds, crowned with silver light. Its peaks cut the sky, where mortal eyes rarely wander. Legends whisper that Olympus is no mere stone. It is a realm between earth and eternity, ever glowing. The air shimmers with threads of dawn and twilight. Time bends here, where gods walk without shadow or fear. At its gates, marble towers gleam with quiet radiance. No dust settles, no age dares to touch the stones. Rivers of starlight flow through gardens of gold. Every leaf hums softly, as if woven from music. Mortals imagine Olympus as unreachable, cold, aloof. But the truth breathes differently in this hidden realm. Here, laughter of gods drifts across the halls. Songs echo, weaving together stories of past and promise. The halls themselves are alive with shifting glow. Columns rise, like frozen flames, carved by wind and dream. Golden lions rest at the thresholds of wide courts. They do not roar, but watch with eternal calm. Beyond the courts lie orchards of eternal bloom. Apples gleam like suns. Figs shimmer with hidden light. Every fruit carries the sweetness of seasons unending. No decay comes, only a cycle of renewal. Streams wind between groves, carrying crystal fire. Their waters are not for thirst, but for wisdom. To drink is to feel memory itself unfold. Past, present, and future flow as one melody. Mortals may dream of this river in sleep. They wake with verses or visions they cannot explain. The air carries fragrance of rain and cedar. It soothes, yet awakens the soul with subtle fire. Birds of radiant feather sweep the skies above. Their wings scatter sparks, like constellations reborn nightly. Each god has a hall carved from essence. Athena's chambers glow with quiet, infinite thought. Apollo's music fills courtyards with golden warmth. Artemis runs with silver hounds through hidden forests. Yet Olympus is more than halls and chambers. It is the pulse of harmony, shaped by choice. Every path leads not to walls, but to wonder. Every step echoes with the weight of eternity. Here, the wind speaks as more than air. It carries the counsel of forgotten ages. When it touches the trees, they tremble with memory. When it brushes the stones, they shine like dawn. Olympus breathes as a living dream suspended. It is not fixed, yet never drifts away. Mortals below glimpse flashes in lightning's glow. They call it myth, never knowing it waits. In the mortal world, seasons shift, wars rise. Here, calm persists, unbroken by fleeting shadows. Yet Olympus does not stand apart without care. It watches, listens, weighs the balance of fate. The Skyfire Throne rests at its very heart. From it, justice flows like rain across earth. Zeus rules, but not alone in silence. His throne gathers counsel, song, and the breath of kin. Mortals may never touch these shining gates, but they feel Olympus when courage stirs within. A farmer, lifting his gaze toward a storm. A poet hearing music in the quiet night. A sailor guided by stars in dark waters. Each carries Olympus within unseen moments. The mountain is more than stone and snow. It is the meeting place of hope and eternity. Olympus stands, patient, luminous, and vast. Its realm whispers, "Here begins the story of gods." The Skyfire Throne rests in the heart of Olympus. It gleams with power, yet radiates calm across the halls. No mortal hand has touched its storm-lit frame. It was born from sky, fire, and the breath of dawn. Legends say clouds bent their will to form its seat. Lightning braided itself into pillars of radiant strength. Golden winds circled, weaving patterns that never fade. Thus the throne was shaped, both fierce and serene. It stands not on marble, but on a floor of light. Every step toward it echoes with thunder and grace. The arms curve like rivers of flame held still. The back rises like a tower, crowned in storm. Yet no spark burns the one who comes in truth, for the throne knows hearts as well as deeds. It hums with energy that bridges sky and earth. Every crackle sings of rain, harvest, and renewal. Mortals imagine thunder only as fear and wrath. But here, thunder is memory, promise, and balance. The throne remembers storms that fed thirsty fields. It recalls lightning guiding sailors across dark seas. Each flash is a note in a greater harmony. Together they weave the song of the Skyfire Throne. When Zeus takes his seat, silence fills the air. Then thunder rolls like a heartbeat through Olympus. His voice carries as if born from cloud and stone. It does not crush, but steadies the wandering spirit. The gods gather around in quiet reverence, for they know the throne speaks as much as Zeus. Hera feels its pulse echo through her wisdom. Athena hears in its sparks the rhythm of reason. Apollo sees light bending toward melody and truth. Artemis senses its fire guiding the hunt with honor. The throne does not serve only one god's will. It is a covenant between heaven, earth, and time. Its glow is gentle when harmony is near. It grows fierce when balance trembles at the edge. Mortals below feel its power in subtle ways. A storm breaking just when drought has weighed heavy. A bolt that strikes far from ships in peril. Rain falling soft on fields after desperate prayer. These are not accidents, but echoes of Olympus. Each one a whisper from the Skyfire Throne above. Priests once told stories of sparks in the night. They said the throne breathed hope into sleeping hearts. Dreamers woke with visions of fire becoming song. Poets wrote verses as if thunder taught their hand. Even kings trembled when lightning split the sky, for they felt the throne's judgment in the flash. But judgment here is never cruel or vengeful. It is balance, restoring what has tipped too far. The throne shines brighter in moments of choice. Its fire mirrors the weight of mortal decisions. Zeus listens, yet he is never alone in rule. The throne itself whispers counsel only gods perceive. When storms gather, it hums with restless energy. When peace settles, it glows like dawn on water. The Skyfire Throne is not mere ornament or crown. It is Olympus breathing, speaking through storm and flame. Those who glimpse it never forget its presence, for it is memory carved from thunder's endless voice. And so it stands, patient, eternal, untouchable. The heart of Olympus, the light of the skies. The throne waits, humming with stormlight in silence. Then a voice rises, deep as the roots of sky. It is the voice of Zeus, guardian of order. Each word rolls like thunder, yet steadies the air. The sound is not rage, nor blind command. It carries weight, like rivers carving stone with time. When he speaks, the halls of Olympus grow still. Gods lean closer. Mortals far below feel a shiver. The voice is ancient, born with the first storm. It knows the dawn, the seas, and the mountain's heart. Yet it does not frighten. It summons respect. It reminds both mortal and god of shared duty. To Hera, it is the voice of partnership. To Athena, it is wisdom sharpened by clarity. Apollo hears harmony between sun and thunder. Artemis hears balance between hunt and shelter. Even Hermes pauses, mischief, quiet in the storm. For words of Zeus ring like paths etched in wind. He speaks not always of law, but of choice. He calls for courage when fear blinds the heart. Sometimes his words drift to mortals below. A shepherd guiding flocks hears courage in silence. A mother calming her child feels unseen strength. A sailor finds hope when storms rage against him. These are echoes of Zeus's voice carried down. Thunder becomes promise, not just warning of storm. The throne magnifies each note into living flame. Every syllable shines across Olympus like morning light. When Zeus commands justice, it is not harsh. It is the storm breaking to reveal gentle rain. When he speaks of unity, gods share knowing glances, for they feel the web binding, sky, earth, and sea. No lie survives the echo of this voice. False words falter. Truth alone flows steady. Mortals sense it when they swear oaths in temples. The voice lingers, unseen, testing their resolve. Some call him ruler, others call him father. Yet all agree the thunder is never empty. It is filled with memory of ages uncounted. It carries the laughter of gods and cries of men. Once, poets claimed they dreamed of his voice. They woke with verses carved in their very breath. Kings claimed judgment fell not from armies, but thunder. They yielded to balance, fearing no blade but truth. The voice of Zeus holds no need for force. Its strength lies in harmony, firm yet compassionate. He does not shout to be heard by all. He speaks, and the world itself leans closer. Lightning may crack, clouds may darken the sky. Yet in his tone lives reassurance, steady and bright. The Skyfire Throne amplifies the sound eternal. It makes each word ripple through mountain and sea. The gods listen, but so do mortals in dreams. For the thunder carries beyond realms and distance. Zeus speaks of loyalty, courage, and the fragile heart. He reminds that even storms can shelter growth. When his voice fades, silence lingers with power. It is the silence after rain, calm and whole. The throne glows, remembering each syllable spoken. For thunder may vanish, but truth never departs. Thus, the voice of Zeus endures across ages, not a weapon, but a compass for gods and men. And so, Olympus breathes in rhythm with his words. The storm is not wrath, but the heartbeat of sky. Whispers move through the halls of Olympus. Like wind, the gods gather, their voices low yet shimmering with light. They watch Zeus upon the Skyfire throne, not in fear, but in wonder, at balance unshaken. Hera speaks softly, her words wrapped in wisdom. She sees the throne as guardian of bonds and vows. Her gaze carries the weight of devotion and truth. Even thunder seems gentler in her steady presence. Athena listens with quiet eyes of silver thought. She finds strategy and sparks leaping from the throne. To her, each flash is not chaos, but pattern. She reads them like scrolls of unending wisdom. Apollo stands nearby, holding his lyre of gold. He hears melody in the hum of lightning's song. Every spark is a note, every echo a rhythm. He smiles, for the throne itself plays with him. Artemis moves in the shadows of marble pillars. Her hounds rest, silver eyes glowing in stillness. She hears whispers of wild forests in the thunder. For even storms bow to balance, of hunt and peace. Poseidon's voice rumbles like waves beneath the hall. He sees kinship between the throne's fire and sea's tide. Both roar, both calm, both shape the fate of mortals. He nods, understanding storms as brothers of the ocean. Demeter raises her hand as if feeling rain. She knows the throne's sparks feed soil with life. To her, thunder is promise of harvest and growth. Lightning is seed of renewal in every dark sky. Hermes leans with playful eyes near the pillars. He hears whispers as secrets carried on the wind. The throne's hum sounds to him like hidden paths. It speaks of journeys, swift steps, and messages unseen. Hephaestus studies the throne with fiery respect. He sees craftsmanship beyond mortal or divine hands, the weaving of cloud, flame, and eternal breath. It inspires his forge, urging creation without end. The gods' whispers blend like rivers into sea, each voice adds meaning to the throne's silent glow. They do not always agree, nor must they, for Olympus thrives in the balance of difference. Their debates rise like sparks, bright and fleeting, yet they fall gentle, guided by Zeus's calm thunder. In these whispers lives the counsel of eternity, not command alone, but harmony born of many. Mortals might imagine gods always clash and rage, but often they speak, share, and weave understanding. The Skyfire Throne listens to them as well. Its hum shifts, echoing their voices like wind in stone. When unity forms, it glows with steady warmth. When discord rises, it trembles like storm on horizon. But never does it silence or cast away. It allows voices, for choice is sacred here. The whispers of gods ripple down to mortals. They inspire laws, songs, journeys, and hopes unknown. A poet might write of love unshaken by trial. A judge may weigh fairness with wisdom beyond age. A traveler feels guided by winds in strange lands. These are echoes of whispers carried from Olympus. The gods gather, speak, and share their knowing. Zeus listens, yet the throne speaks through them all. Whispers may seem fragile, faint as drifting smoke, yet here they shape the heartbeat of heaven and earth. For in Olympus, even silence carries meaning, and every murmur is part of a greater story. The Skyfire Throne glows, its lightning weaving endless streams. They leap outward, touching sky, sea, and fertile earth below. Mortals look up and see only thunder and storm. Yet in truth, the sparks carry life more than fear. The fire of heaven flows down as gentle rain. Fields drink deeply, rivers swell, and forests sing awake. Each bolt is a gift, not a weapon of wrath. It binds the cycle of growth between sky and soil. Farmers raise their eyes when clouds gather in silence. They know thunder may bring the waters they prayed for. Children chase raindrops, laughing under stormlit skies. Their joy mirrors the blessing within Zeus's gift. The throne's lightning is not flame to consume. It is energy, a current of creation, eternal. When bolts strike mountains, ores glow with hidden life. Miners discover veins of gold and iron in stone. When sparks kiss the sea, waves shimmer with power. Fishermen return safely, guided by sudden gleams of light. Birds follow wind shaped by thunder's secret song. Migrations move as if the throne whispered directions. Even flowers open sooner beneath storm-fed air. Petals shine brighter after lightning awakens the ground. The gods know this fire is more than display. It is thread binding heaven's order to mortal breath. Apollo sings of sparks turning into radiant verse. His melodies carry hope, like sunbeams after rain. Demeter feels the throne's fire pulse through her fields. She smiles as crops rise taller, golden, unbroken. Poseidon listens when lightning dances across dark waves. He knows it speaks to tides, steady yet unyielding. To mortals, storms often seem wild, cruel, unplanned. But to the throne, every spark has chosen meaning. One bolt may strike a barren tree to ash, yet from its roots, green shoots emerge even stronger. Another may split a cliff with resounding force, and from the stone, clear springs burst into life. Thus fire becomes renewal, shaping futures unseen. Storm and calm together weave the rhythm of being. Some storytellers whisper that lightning holds messages. Each flash across sky is a word from Olympus. Poets call it the handwriting of the divine. They capture its glow in lines of fragile ink. Travelers believe sparks mark the paths of fate. They follow stars and flashes to find their way. The Skyfire Throne hums with these endless tales. Its fire is memory, promise, and gift shared freely. Zeus watches as bolts fall, not with anger, but with purpose, shaping worlds beyond mortal eyes. The throne does not tire. Its sparks never fade. It beats like a heart, steady as time itself. Mortals may tremble at the storm's sudden roar, yet they rise renewed when rain blesses their soil. In every spark lives both warning and blessing. It is choice, reminding mortals to seek balance. For fire can destroy, yet it also creates. It clears the old, so new roots may thrive. The throne whispers this truth with every strike, that life and storm are two notes of one song. So when thunder rolls and lightning splits the sky, it is not only fear but wonder that speaks. The Skyfire Throne gives fire not to burn, but to connect earth and heaven through living flame. Beneath the eternal glow of the Skyfire Throne, a mystery stirs. Not all storms roar outward. Some whisper inwardly, seeking ears. The throne hums with voices not only of gods. It carries faint echoes of mortal prayers rising skyward. Every plea, every wish, every quiet cry of hope. They rise like sparks, drawn to the heart of lightning. A shepherd prays for calm skies to guard his flock. His words travel on winds, glowing faint within the throne. A sailor begs for stars to guide him through storm. His voice joins the hum, soft as tide in twilight. A mother whispers for her child to find courage. Her prayer shimmers like a silver spark in the storm. The throne holds these voices, neither judging nor denying. It weaves them gently into the rhythm of Olympus. Zeus listens, not as ruler, but as keeper of balance. His eyes soften at the weight of mortal faith, for he knows each spark is more than fleeting sound. It is a life, a story, a thread of the world. The gods too lean closer, drawn to mortal voices. Athena reads wisdom hidden in Zimpla farmers' prayers. Demeter hears gratitude carried in harvest songs of villages. Poseidon smiles at sailors' chants woven with sea winds. Even Hermes delights in secrets whispered beneath breath. He carries them faster, ensuring they reach the throne. These mortal voices shape the throne's steady glow, for it does not shine by divine power alone. It thrives on connection, on threads linking sky and earth. Every prayer is a bridge, every spark a tie. Mortals do not always see answers in their time. Yet lightning's gift often blooms in hidden, quiet ways. A prayer for rain may bring rivers next season. A wish for strength may spark courage in dreams. The Skyfire Throne is no vessel of instant gifts. It is a mirror, reflecting choices back with light. Some mortals learn to hear its hum in silence. They sit by rivers, eyes closed, hearts open wide. They feel storms as more than thunder and rain. They sense guidance flowing through lightning's radiant breath. These are the seers, poets, and dreamers of earth. They catch whispers from Olympus and weave them into tales. Their words pass from village to village like flame. Through them, mortals remember the throne listens and responds. But not all prayers rise in harmony or peace. Some carry anger, envy, or the hunger of pride. Even these the throne does not cast away. It holds them, reminding gods and mortals alike of choice. Zeus knows that even shadows have lessons to give. He watches, steady, letting sparks teach without scorn. For storms are not only calm but also fierce. Yet within both lies the same thread of meaning. The throne hums louder as prayers rise unending. Its lightning dances brighter, alive with countless mortal voices. Each spark falling to earth carries part of a story, a gift shaped by hope, fear, courage, or longing. So when thunder rolls across distant hills tonight, it may be the echo of a prayer you spoke. And when lightning splits the horizon in sudden light, it may carry an answer, woven in Skyfire grace. For the Skyfire Throne is not silent stone. It is alive, breathing with voices of heaven and earth. High above the mortal world, the Skyfire Throne glows steady. Yet within its sparks lies a secret rarely spoken aloud. The throne remembers. Every lightning bolt carries not just power, but memory. Each storm is a page, each spark a word of history. The throne holds them all in silence, unbroken, unending. When Zeus rests upon its shining seat, he feels it. Not only the storm, but echoes of ages long past. He hears voices of forgotten poets whose verses lit villages. He sees builders who raised temples guided by thunder's glow. He feels the courage of sailors braving seas with trust. He remembers the tears of shepherds during storms of loss. For the throne is not merely fire, it is archive, a living library written in lightning, hidden from mortal eyes. The gods know this truth. though few speak of it. Athena studies sparks as if they are scrolls of flame. She reads strategy shaped in battles fought without swords. She finds wisdom etched by choices of quiet hearts. Apollo hears echoes of ancient songs in every hum. Tunes of lyres long broken live again in the sparks. Demeter feels the touch of forgotten harvest dances. Feet of generations move in rhythm beneath the thunder. Poseidon recalls storms that shaped lands into new coasts. The throne carries those waters as memory and light. Hermes laughs as he hears secrets never written in ink. Whispers of trades, journeys, and promises still ripple in fire. Even Hera, with her steady gaze, knows the truth. The throne is not bound by present but layered in time. Zeus alone feels its weight most deeply. When he closes his eyes, he walks among memories. He sees mortals lighting torches in darkened valleys. He hears them call out for guidance and faith. He feels storms centuries old sweep through his veins. He is not only ruler but witness of all ages. The throne hums, offering him glimpses but not control. It does not let even Zeus rewrite what is. For memory is sacred, as vital as storm itself. It cannot be broken, only carried with reverence. Mortals sometimes sense this archive without knowing its name. A storyteller dreams of tales no teacher ever shared. A painter sees visions of storms older than their years. A child hums a melody that belonged to ancestors past. These are the echoes of the throne reaching gently down. Its memories are seeds planted in hearts to grow. Not to bind mortals, but to remind them of roots, that they are part of a story far greater. The Skyfire Throne guards these memories with fierce calm, not for power, but for the balance of remembrance. For what is forgotten may rise again untended, but what is remembered becomes wisdom, guiding without chains. Zeus rises from the throne, eyes touched by history. He carries not command but the weight of witness. The gods watch as sparks circle him like stars. They know the throne has shared its archive once more. So the storm above Olympus is never only storm. It is a song, a book, a river of memory. And when lightning touches earth, it does more than shine. It plants remembrance in soil, water, and human soul. The throne whispers this eternal truth through every spark. That memory is fire, and fire is the root of life. The Skyfire Throne glows as dawn stretches across Olympus. Its sparks bend toward the horizon, watching mortals greet the day. Each sunrise is more than light. It is dialogue. The throne listens, learning how mortals weave meaning in time. A farmer greets the morning with soil-stained hands. His breath steams in cool air as he prepares his field. The throne hums, echoing his rhythm of labor. It records patience, devotion, and love hidden in toil. Children wake laughing, chasing each other through narrow streets. Their joy rises upward, weaving brightness into the throne's hum. Artists paint with colors drawn from dawn's first fire. Their strokes mirror lightning itself, swift, bold, and alive. The throne absorbs this energy, shaping sparks of creation. Every mortal act becomes a thread within its weave. Zeus sees this, his eyes softened by mortal beginnings. He knows storms mean little without seeds to receive rain. The gods too watch the living dawn with wonder. Apollo greets the sun as his own radiant song. Athena observes choices mortals make with early light. She reads strategies hidden in small daily rituals. Artemis walks the fading shadows at forest edge. Her gaze lingers on hunters, moving with quiet balance. Demeter smiles at baskets filling with fruit and grain. She feels gratitude ripple upward, joining the throne's sparks. Poseidon listens as rivers carry golden sunlight downstream. Even the sea hums in harmony with the dawn. Hermes darts through villages, unseen but always near. He delights in trades, beginning at the break of day. The throne holds these mortal dawns like shining jewels, not for possession, but as mirrors of divine truth. For every beginning is sacred, no matter how small. It proves life itself is renewal, fire, and choice. Mortals may not notice lightning in calm skies, yet the throne sparks quietly, unseen but never absent. It sends subtle whispers to guide morning decisions. A merchant pauses before cheating, feeling a spark of honesty. A healer chooses to aid a stranger without price. A child dares to speak kindness when silence feels easier. These are not grand storms, but gentle currents. They shape futures as surely as lightning splits stone. The Skyfire Throne knows power is not only thunder, it is also the quiet spark in unnoticed dawns. Zeus treasures this truth deeply within his heart, for his rule is not command but guardianship of balance. He knows mortals teach the gods as much as receive. Their resilience humbles, their choices echo like timeless hymns. The throne glows brighter as day grows older. Its sparks carry morning voices into Olympus's golden halls. Hera listens, hearing devotion woven into family prayers. Apollo sings back the melodies mortals hum at work. Athena reflects, shaping wisdom from their hidden strategies. Hermes smiles, carrying mortal laughter into divine chambers. The gods do not stand above without connection. They learn, as much as they guide, through the throne. Each spark is a lesson, each hum a reminder. The divine and mortal are threads of one tapestry. When evening comes, storms may roar across hills, yet within them echoes the dawn's gentle promise. For the Skyfire Throne burns with both storm and sunrise. Its gift is not only power but renewal each day. So mortals rise again, greeted by light and fire, and gods listen closely, for dawn speaks as clearly as thunder. As night spreads its cloak across the mortal lands, the throne glows brighter. Its sparks burn against the dark, a lighthouse above the world. For the Skyfire Throne is not bound to day alone. It thrives in night, carrying fire where shadows linger. Mortals look up to stars and hear thunders hum. Some feel fear, others comfort, but all sense its presence. The throne's sparks drift like hidden constellations within the sky. They weave silently with the stars, forming stories unknown. Zeus watches the world as torches flicker in villages. He sees mortals gathering close, sharing warmth and tales. Children fall asleep beneath roofs rattled by thunder's voice. Yet they dream of light, not terror, in the storm. The throne hums softly, guiding dreams as much as days. Its sparks drift into mortal sleep as whispers of courage. A young poet dreams of words like lightning across parchment. In morning, his verse shines brighter than dawn itself. A healer dreams of rivers lit by sparks of fire. She wakes knowing herbs to cure her village's pain. A traveler sees lightning marking a hidden path in sleep. By day, he finds the road that leads him home. These dreams are gifts, spun by the throne's glowing fire. Not commands, but gentle lanterns to light mortal choices. The gods watch this nightly dance with quiet reverence. Apollo listens for songs woven in mortal slumber. Athena traces strategies hidden in symbols of dreams. Even Hermes carries whispers from dreamers to Olympus halls. For dreams are not less real than thunder's roar. They are sparks in the mind, shaping futures unseen. Mortals sometimes dismiss them as shadows of thought, yet the throne knows dreams are seeds of destiny. Each night is an open scroll for sparks to write. Each dream, a story born between storm and silence. The throne glows brighter when mortals honor these visions. It hums when a dreamer paints, sings, or dares. Even mistakes born from dreams teach balance and truth. For lightning reveals both path and peril with equal glow. Zeus rests his hand upon the throne's gleaming arm. He feels the fire of countless mortal nights within. He does not command their dreams, nor claim them. He listens, guardian of fire shared between worlds. The throne, too, does not bend will to its flame. It only reflects, guiding softly like starlight in storm. Thus mortals remain free, yet never fully alone. Their nights are watched, their sparks gently carried skyward. Stories spread of dreamers touched by thunder's hand. Villages whisper of visions that saved or renewed them. And so belief grows, not in fear but wonder, that even in darkness, fire from Olympus guides. For the throne is more than lightning across sky. It is the unseen torch, burning in mortal dreams. Night passes, dawn returns, yet the fire remains. It sparks eternal, unbroken threads between sleep and waking. The Skyfire Throne teaches this truth through every storm. That night is not absence, but canvas for hidden fire. So mortals rise, carrying fragments of dreams as sparks, and gods smile, for in those sparks the throne lives. The Skyfire Throne waits as seasons shift across mortal lands. Its sparks glow steady, humming with the rhythm of time. Spring rises, filling rivers, valleys, and dreams with renewal. Mortals plant seeds, guided by whispers of dawn's fire. Summer blazes, and fields hum with heat and labor. The throne gathers the devotion of sweat-born perseverance. Autumn cools, painting forests in fire-touched gold. Mortals harvest, offering gratitude to gods and sky. Winter hushes, cloaking mountains in silver silence. Families gather close, their prayers carried upward as sparks. The throne absorbs each season's song with equal grace. For power is not bound to storms, but cycles. Zeus listens, his hand resting gently on the throne. He feels not dominion, but a deep guardianship. For the Skyfire Throne is more than lightning seat. It is memory, balance, and the bond between worlds. Mortals live, love, falter, and rise again in time. Their stories echo through the throne, sparks of eternity. The gods watch, not as rulers towering above, but as companions, learning through mortal courage and grace. Athena treasures wisdom in humble farmer strategy. Apollo finds symphonies in laughter beneath orchard trees. Demeter feels hope when children share bread with strangers. Hermes delights in kindness carried on whispered words. Each spark reminds Olympus of its true foundation. Not thunder's fear, but shared fire, woven in trust. The throne hums louder when mortals choose compassion. Its glow brightens when honesty shapes fragile choices. For the Skyfire Throne does not demand worship. It responds to love, courage, and unity in life. Zeus knows this, his voice steady as rolling clouds. He speaks not to command, but to encourage harmony. The gods gather, hearing the throne's song resound. Together they honor the bond that bridges heaven and earth. For what is power without meaning? What is fire without warmth? The throne's sparks answer, weaving light across the sky. They fall like meteors, gifts of wonder to mortals. Children point upward. Believing stars carry divine words, and in truth, they carry echoes of their own. The Skyfire Throne has always been mirror and flame. It reflects courage, amplifies kindness, and guards balance. Not through conquest nor fear, but by guiding sparks. Every storm, every dawn, every dream becomes part of it. Zeus looks outward, his gaze vast as the horizon. He smiles, for he knows the throne endures beyond him. The Skyfire Throne is not his possession, but legacy. It belongs to gods and mortals alike, a shared flame. When mortals falter, sparks remind them to rise again. When gods waver, sparks recall the strength of love. Thus, the cycle turns, endless as thunders hum. The throne burns on, unbroken, a song of balance. Its fire carries across generations, never fading, never dim. For storms may pass, but sparks remain eternal. So listen closely, as thunder whispers above the world. The Skyfire Throne still speaks, in lightning, in dawn, in dreams. It speaks to you, as it has to all before. Its voice is fire, gentle yet unyielding, storm yet light. The throne's story is endless, as wide as the sky, and it burns not in fear, but in hope eternal.